Hey guys, this is Chery. Welcome back to the channel. This is the Stadium 4. We have BYD and all the other vehicles. Let's have a look. Alright, in the Stadium 4, the first one is going to be the Fangchengbao. This is the premium brand or off-roader focused brand by BYD. We have the BYD Leopard 8. This is a premium 7 to 8 seater version. This is the top spec, big chunky tires, huge ground clearance. This is very capable for the off-road capability. This is available in the plug-in hybrids or the BYD's DMO dual mode off-road availability. This top spec does have a drone setup on the top. That means if you go off-road, you can get the drone out, you can watch the road, you can do everything you like. This thing looks really cool, about boxy shape, very aggressive of course. Let's see if we can find the door opening, which is under here. Again, you can see the third row seats, plenty of space, but the raised is definitely raised a lot high. You do get electric adjustments for the rear seats if you do want to drop them low. And there's a little bit of assist on the boot opening, by the way. All right, now let's look at the interior. So electric door step, that's available. And at the front, we've got 3 screens. That's the passenger screen, someone's watching a cartoon anime. In the center, that's a tablet screen. I think that's 15.6 inch or something like that. And over here, we've got night vision on this particular spec. That's really cool. So you can see the night vision display. Digital dashboard is available, head-up display. It's got a huge, I think 12 or some 15-inch head-up display. It's hard to say in the video, but you are going to see it over here. Center console looks very similar to the Leopard 5, or even you can see the design and language cues from the BYD Shark 6 that's available for the overseas market. You got ambient light logo over there. So this actually goes up and down when you lock and unlock the vehicle. Front rear diff lock. This is union setup for the suspension setup. It's absolutely capable. HEV button, drive mode, 4L, that's also going to be available. Storage console over here. Again, the interior feels really nice. The door material feels quite similar to the Leopard 5, which is similar vehicle to the Shark 6, but the build quality of the interior feels a little bit nicer, a bit more premium, and yeah, this is cool. I like the night vision. This is the first time I've actually seen night vision on a BYD vehicle. So now this is what the rear seats looks like. You got window control, you got controls for the front seats or shade and things like that. There's design contrast over here with LED light bars. Over here, that's the manual release for the electric opening doors, because you get a button to open the rear doors, by the way. Behind the seats, you also get other things like your control for the aircon, for the volume, for the seats, for the cooling, for the heated. You can also control the sunshade. You can even control the front seat for the power buttons. That's really cool. Type-C charging that's available on the rear seats. The seats looks really premium, so very solid, very nice. You got electric buttons, by the way. That's crazy for a second row. But do remember, you can get back to the driver seats or third row seats if you want to. In case you want to know a bit more about this vehicle, I'm going to do a POV drive for this vehicle soon, so I'll leave that video on the channel about the BYD Fangchengbao Bao 8 or Leopard 8. Now, next vehicle, we're going to see this in the New Zealand, Australian market, hopefully. This is the Leopard 5. This is the same chassis and same DMO platform against the Shark 6. But this has a bit more potential for the off-roader, as this does come with a front and rear diff lock, 4L, drivetrain and things like that. This is pretty much a competitor against the Tank 300, Jeep Wrangler, all those off-road vehicles, still plug-in hybrids, capable of more than 100 Ks on full charge and things like that. I have done a video of this vehicle driving last year, but this year they have added a new thing, the LiDAR control on the top. So this is the smart drive available. But the driving part is still identical to the last generation. And yeah, that's the Leopard 5. In the overseas market, this may called Denza D5, something like that. So we're going to see that in the overseas market. Now the next vehicle is something I will drive soon as well. This is called T03. It's still under the BYD group. This is a smaller vehicle compared to the BYD Leopard 5. It's more like a compact size, like a Suzuki Jimny 5-door sort of size. It's available on pure electric only, so no plug-in hybrids. This one is available in different trims. I'm going to do a review on this soon. And if you see the drone set up on top, that means this is the top spec. That means you can literally fly a drone out if you want to. So the setup, the Type 3 is kind of different from all the other hardcore off-roaders. This is kind of a city drive vehicle. It's available in two-wheel drive. It's also available in the four-wheel drive. The four-wheel drive is semi-capable of some sort of roads, but you're not going to take this as a hardcore off-road. Most importantly, this is used as a daily drive vehicle, but if you like off-road look. Let's see if we can open this up. I can't remember where, but it's somewhere around here. Come on. Oh, 这个好，谢谢。All right, there we go. There is no space saver or anything like that. This is just for trunk. What they created on this side is just for the look of the side. So yeah, that looks quite cool. Press this button to open and give it a hard push. That will close. Now to open this, you got the button over here. Now unlock the tailgate. It's not massive. It's quite small due to the raised floor or raised battery level. A little bit of storage over here for your charging cables and things like that. But yeah, that's what the car looks like from the back. And it's also available as a Frank. Press this button, that'll open up, just like that. So that's so cool. I don't know the volume, but it is still very useful for electric vehicle. The opening is quite strange. It just goes all the way up, but at least this is electric. And there we go, just like that. And this is what the rear seats looks like. Leather seats, of course. And the space is okay. Again, it's a small car, so it's not going to be super premium, super spacious. And this is what the interior looks like. Just like the Leopard 5, it's got tablet screen, head-up display, and all the things. And the console looks similar, but probably less mature, less interior maybe. But yeah, that's it. Again, I'll do a full complete review on this on the POV drive later on this channel. Do check it out and do subscribe and like. Now the next stand is still BYD. This is another premium sub-brand under the BYD. It's called Denza. So this does have some share under the Mercedes group, but majority of the vehicle and things are going to be BYD focused. So first thing, we are going to see the BYD Denza D9. This is currently the best selling MPV in the Chinese market. Plug-in hybrids or EVs are available. This is kind of the similar vehicle look and overall compared to the Toyota Alphard MPV. Very luxury. My parents own one, and yeah, it's just really overall really comfy to travel. You can have easily sit 7 people inside without feeling cramped or busy or anything like that. Boot size is still pretty good. I might do a review video about driving this vehicle in soon, so I'll see what I can do. But yeah, you can see at the back the huge tablet screen for the rear passengers. And then at the front, again, big tablet screen that's also available. So yeah, very luxury. You can check this out on the channel soon. Next one, we are going to see the most expensive Denza vehicle that's available in the Chinese market. This is called the Denza N9. So what it is, it's a big 7-seater premium luxury SUV. It's capable of many things. I think I can't remember the exact dimensions and things like that, but it's definitely over 5 meters long. This does have a 3 electric motors combination and things like that. Unlike the Leopard 8 that's focused on off-roader, this is focused on on-road driving and things. So you do get many things. So like this, just premium. All the electric buttons, all the touch screens, and all the drop-down screens you can find on this vehicle. Everything is all digital. There's so many things, color blind, material and things. Hopefully I'll be able to get in the showroom and do a walk around for this vehicle for you at some stage. But yeah, this is what the vehicle looks like from the exterior. Let's close the tailgate and see what the boot or what the back design looks like. It's quite boxy shape, so not as traditional as some other BYD vehicles. It may not be your taste, but in terms of driving, this vehicle should feel luxurious and yeah. And you can see the screen. What a car BYD is doing. I think this vehicle's starting price is about 350 to 400,000 Chinese yuan. That's close to 80 to 100 US dollars anyway. Now the next one is another crazy thing. This is called the Z9 GT. It's more of a shooting brake or coupe shape electric vehicle. It's again got 3 motors, EV motors on this vehicle. So this is the vehicle that can do the rear wheel turning. That means in a tight parking spot, you can easily maneuver back into at low speed. You probably will see some videos online. I've never driven this car, but it is a cool looking vehicle. Some of the design is questionable because it's crazy. You can see the spoiler that sticks out. You can see the designs. You can see the Denza logos. And there's someone behind it, but yeah, that's the interior. Again, I don't want to dive too deep in this because this feels a little bit more too premium for what we get compared to the New Zealand Australian market, but this just shows what BYD is capable of. I think these vehicles price starts about just under 300,000 Chinese yuan. It goes all the way to probably 400 something Chinese yuan. That's about maximum about 100,000 New Zealand dollars. Now, this is the Denza N7. In case you're wondering, this looks very similar to the BYD C7. Yes, you are correct. This is, or this shares the same platform as the BYD C7, but just a little more premium overall, different designs. BYD actually built 3 cars on that same platform. The BYD C7, the BYD Song L, and then the Denza N7. Yeah, that's how BYD is doing their work. From budget to premium to medium range, they got everything covered. Now, before we head to the full BYD or core BYD brand, this is a Lantu. Lantu is a different brand in the Chinese market. They are again pure EV or plug-in hybrids or range extended EVs. They are more of a premium luxury brand. They do big cars like MPV. This is the Dreamer, whatever we want to call it. And then that's the SUV. They only have 2 or 3 cars in their lineup, but they still sells okay. They still have relatively some shares on the Chinese market. Look at the bonnet on this one. What was that? This is supposed to be an electric car, I think. Anyway, that's the Lantu for us. Alright, this is one of the biggest stands. This is the BYD stand. So in China, BYD is separated, just like the southern northern Toyotas, southern northern Hondas or Volkswagens. BYD is also separated into 2 different dealerships. One is the Dynasty style. So Dynasty, you have Song, Qing, whatever. Then the other one is the Ocean style. Ocean, Seagull, Seal, and things like that. So let's look at the Dynasty first. First thing, the Song L DMI, we don't have that in the New Zealand market, but this is pretty much the C-Line 6 overall shape. So yeah, similar overall. Next one is the Xia. So this is the new MPV that's hit the Chinese market. This kind of goes like between the Honda Odyssey and also the Toyota Alphard, so quite different. Next one, this is the Yuan Plus. This is the 3 basically in the Chinese market. Next one, this is the Tang DMI. So this is a 7-seater vehicle, so it kind of goes against the Toyota Highlander overall. This is a plug-in hybrid, but you can also get a pure EV, by the way. Tang is actually really, really popular. They've been selling the Tang for a couple generations minimum. Yeah, it's a nice looking family SUV, and again, very budget friendly. And next one, we have the Song Pro, I think. This is the DMI. So this is similar to the C-Line 5, I think. But we will be able to see the C-Line 5 in the next video. I'll do a review on the C-Line 5. But this is, again, another medium-sized SUV. There are just so many SUVs you can get on the BYD lineup. Next one, this looks nothing like a BYD. This is the BYD Han L. So Han L is a medium to large size sedan. It's very premium, not super cheap, not super expensive either. This is the DMI, but they are also available in a pure electric version. Now we also have a new king of the BYD vehicles. This is the Tang LDM. So plug-in hybrids, quite luxurious inside compared to the Tang, standard Tang. This has a lot more interior features. This is also very premium for 7 or 6 seats. You can see the luggage room is superb on this sort of vehicle. Interior also is newly finished too. So yeah, there's a lot of those things going on with the BYD lineup. I'm not sure if I will be able to drive this one, I will see. But yeah, this is the walk around for the Tang LDM. Now we are back at the Ocean group. Ocean does have a Song Plus DMI. This is the same C-Line 6 DMI we get in the New Zealand Australian market. Now this is the C-Line 5 that's going to come to the New Zealand market as far as I can see. They are available in the plug-in hybrids and EVs. This one is the EV version. I'm going to try this car. I'm going to do a review on this car. I'll let you know in the next few weeks. And then this one is another Song Plus DMI. No, this is the C-Line 7 DMI. So C-Line 7 DMI, I've never seen this car before. Feels a lot larger than the C-Line 7. First time I've seen this. Anyway, this is the C-Line 5 DMI. Then this is the Dongfeng. And then that next one is the Seagull. And then we have the Seal 05 DMI. This is a really popular car at the last year because this car will be able to achieve more than 2,000 kilometers on single charge and full tank of petrol. That's just really cool. The interior looks a lot more basic compared to other vehicles, but they start at a very, very cheap price, about 20,000 New Zealand dollars or so. So yeah, it's a cheap car. It's not going to be expensive, but it's going to be very, very nice for budget-friendly family cars and overall. Now this is the C16 GT. This kind of competes with something like the MG4 sort of size, coupe-looking shape, a little bit bigger than a standard coupe, like a small wagon sort of thing. Looks really cool. Hopefully I will do a review on this. This is pure EV only. I love the rear tail lights over here. There's a camera on the top, by the way. And yeah, the overall shape of this looks really cool. The interior feels like just another seal machine or seal sort of line. You can see the lines, you can see the contrast overall. So yeah, I'll do a walk around, I'll do a POV drive on this car when I get back. Yeah, green color doesn't look too bad either. Now the next stand is the XPeng. XPeng is available in Australia. Hopefully they are going to come to New Zealand soon. Apart from the standard XPeng lineup, this is their new car called Mona M03. This is a, again, budget-friendly, pure electric vehicle. It's a sedan shape, so compete with something like Model 3, but it's a lot cheaper. I think the starting price of this is just breaks about 30 to 40 New Zealand dollars. Yeah, so that's quite cool. And P7 or P7 Plus, this is a sporty sedan, medium to large size. They are really fast. You can get one about less than 4Ks, less than 4 seconds to 100K, something like that. Now this one is the G6. So this is the updated version for the Chinese market. We do not have that in the Australia or anything like that, but it's still the same vehicle, but updated features, updated things again. Now the next one is the G9. G9 is a full-size 7-seater SUV. They don't sell that well in the Chinese market, being a pure electric car. A lot of cars with this size will go plug-in hybrids or range extended EVs, but they are still quite cool car in terms of finish. It's you can see the language on the side says 800 volt platform. That means it will be able to charge a lot faster. Now the next one is called X9. X9 is the people mover. I think personally this is the coolest people mover you can get on the Chinese market. It's got a lot of premium features that you can use. Yeah, it's one of the coolest people mover you can get, especially for the rear lines. Look at that, and it's pure electric only. Again, if XPeng does do this in a plug-in hybrid, I think the numbers will go up by quite a bit. But at the moment, this is only available in the pure EV version as we speak. Now the next car is relevant for the New Zealand Australian market. It's called ArcFox. But the cool thing about this car is in Wuhan city, there's a self-driving vehicle named this vehicle. So we're going to test the self-driving when I go there. So hopefully I'll be able to do a video about that self-driving Uber. That's going to be a very cool experience. And then the next brand is called Dongfeng E-Pi. This is not going to be available in overseas markets. They do range extended EV. I think they do also pure EV as well. Sedans, MPVs, SUVs, they're all available in different shapes and forms. I don't know much about these cars. Again, they're budget friendly, not going to be expensive. And then the next stand we are going to see is the Leapmotor. We've done the C10 in the New Zealand market. They are also available in C11, so not going to be available in the New Zealand market. But the B10, which is a smaller C10 or smaller version, and also the C16, that's going to be the higher spec and also the premium 7-seater vehicle that is also going to be going overseas market, by the way. So let's look at the B10 first. From the front, looks very similar to the C10, but it's a lot smaller, and the front bonnet and tailgate is a lot shorter as well, but still very just slim design, and this is available on pure EV. I'm not sure about the range extended motors. And then on the side, it just feels like a shrinked version of the C10, just a little bit smaller, but overall design still alright. Then at the back, you can see the cutting lines. It doesn't go as fast as the C10. And then the B10 logo over here, power tailgate. Yeah, not bad boot actually. So being a small car like this, there's good amount of storage space available. And this car again starts at a really good price in the Chinese market. It's just about 20 to 25,000 Chinese yuan for the starting price. So yeah, really inexpensive electric car. Now the flush looking door handle is not my favorite, but you are getting a huge amount of rear cargo space or rear passenger space. No issue at all. Door handles over here, it's all very minimal, just like all the other Leapmotor vehicles. And then I'll wait for the other people so we can have a look inside. Now this is what it looks like for the B10 on the interior side. The leather seats looks really good and feels really good, just like what you get from the C10. Dashboard feels similar to the C10, but a little bit smaller. Steering is a little bit different on the buttons than here and there. The dashboard and the center screen looks again identical, but this feels a little bit lower, I think. There's a tablet over there. I don't think that's going to be available for the overseas market. Wireless phone charging over here, cup holders underneath. Center storage feels good. The material quality is definitely not bad at all. The doors feel solid too. Softer material on the top, leather finish underneath, softer material over here. Yeah, overall it feels great actually. There's no head up just like the C10, but the interior feels really good, polished, like premium overall feeling. So that's not bad. Now the next vehicle under the Leapmotor group is the T03. Again, this is a mini K car for city driving, pure electric only, very small car, small battery, but enough to do a lot of city runs. I think according to the rumors, this vehicle may make its way to Europe or to the Australasian market. Hopefully we'll go to see this vehicle, but this is a cute design. Again, much basic interior compared to all the other Leapmotor vehicles, but this is what you get. You get full charge, nearly full charge, about 300 k's as shown on the dashboard. Small swing, but again, you're going to be okay, you'll live with it. Handbrake is over here, gear selector is over here, and yeah, this feels like a leather finish, but definitely not genuine leather. Again, you're going to live with that, that's no issue at all. And let's look at the second row. It's a small car again. You can fit 4 people inside, that's no problem. And what about the boot? It's alright, 1 suitcase size. It's quite deep. And open this up, I don't think I open it. But yeah, that's not bad. 1 click to drop down. And just like that. That's quite a cute car. So hopefully we'll be able to see this in the New Zealand and Australian market to be able to find if there's a position for these sort of small city driving electric vehicles at all. Now this is what it feels like when you sit inside. Plastic steering, control buttons over here. There's no even control buttons on the left. But again, this is cheap, this is inexpensive. You don't have to worry about build qualities because it's not going to give you that, I'll be honest with you. Dashboard screen is about, I think, maybe 10-inch to me. Still fairly fast, and it's not slow in any way. That's not too bad. And that display is a little bit cheap, but again, you got speedo, you got rev, you got the range, and that's what you really need. And yeah, it's all right. Cup holders, just 1. Handbrake just 1, and yeah, feels all right. Now the next one on the Leapmotor stand is a C01. This is a medium-sized sedans. I think this is available on the pure EV or plug-in hybrid platform. The tire says it's a EV tires, by the way. And so yeah, there's a little bit designs over here. I don't think this will ever go to the overseas market. This just fills the gap for the sedan market, which is only live in the Chinese product. And now last one, let's have a quick look at the C16 or C16. This is a 7 or 6-seater medium to large size SUV that's available in the Chinese market, potentially going to be available in the overseas market. The interior of this looks a lot premium compared to the C10, as you'd expect when the price goes up, but the seats looks identical to the C10, very soft. I think they call this silicone leather or something like that. Feels polished, feels premium. And then as the tradition goes, when you have any 7-seat SUVs on the second row, you're also going to get that drop-down screens for your music, video, whatever you want. This is again, you can step inside the third row to get access to the third row seats if you want. Let's open this up. No. I can't open this. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I think this vehicle could potentially be available in the overseas market, even with the seats all the way up. There's still plenty of space. This is a long vehicle, it's not short in any way, but the design feels like just a stretched version of the C10. It's kind of funny how every Leapmotor SUV feels like the C10 either shrinked or stretched, apart from the C11, which is a different platform. It's a slightly older chassis, I think. Now the next stand is Deepal. They are available in Australia. They haven't come to New Zealand just yet, and hopefully they will be available in New Zealand. Deepal sells a large range of vehicles. They have like 07, 06, 09, which is a large electric vehicle, or plug-in or range extended EVs. Let's have a quick look at the small ones, because I don't think we need the big ones in the Chinese market as of yet. S05, that's going to make its way to the Australasia market, I think. This is a compact size electric vehicle. It's got plenty of liking to it. It's a little bit smaller than the S06, which is a model-wise competitor. We have a look inside, it just feels quite different. There we go. And the cool thing about the Deepal, the screens actually tilt towards the driver. Big head-up display, there's no dashboard whatsoever. Very minimal, but you do get the zero gravity seats and everything. Alright, I guess we can have a quick look at the Deepal S09. Funny things, if you want something like these 7 seats SUVs on the market, you can get so many options. That's the problem with the Chinese market. You can spend as little as about $20,000 to $25,000, or you can spend as far as $100 something thousand to get something as like these sort of versions. There are simply way too many people looking at these cars, so I'm not going to get inside, but overall the car looks, again, boxy shape, long, 7 seats, super luxury on the second row with all the drop-down tablet screen. At the front, it's got 2 screens and things like that. Yeah, it's quite premium. I'm not sure the price. We're gonna skip that. Let's look at the G318. That's the car I really like. Overall, this is a off-road focused car again, by Changan, Deepal, whatever you want to call it. It's a plug-in hybrid, I think. It's not a pure electric vehicle, so you're not gonna worry about your range. When you go off-road, you definitely do not want to do something like that. Again, rugged feel underneath, dashboard and other things underneath the panel, so it feels a bit more solid, a bit more towards the driver, but the seats looks comfy as. It's crazy how everyone's just getting so good at these car making games. So spacious at the back, big chunky tires, and yeah, not bad in terms of size. These again compared with something like a Tank 300 or even the BYD Leopard 5 and things like that. Yeah, different markets overall. Now Deepal also does a few sedans like the SL03, I think the L07 or something like that. They do have many vehicles and many platform, many chassis under their platform. This is another electric car or another electrical range extended EVs. That's the S07. Again, yeah, there are just so many vehicles they have under their lineup, and new models come out every 6 months or so. So yeah, huge group anyway. Now the last one, we are going to have the Changan Qiyuan. So this is available under the Deepal brand in the overseas market as well. I believe the Ute version has come out for the Australian market. Let's see if we can find the Ute at all. Alright, funny enough, the Ute I really want to see is not actually on the stand. So you got sedans, you got big electric cars, big EVs. I'm not sure which one is going to come to New Zealand market, but yeah, I don't see the Ute. So unfortunately, we are not going to see the Ute, and that's pretty much just the stand for the family cars. Alright, that's the end of this video. I've done so many and my voice is nearly gone, so that's pretty much what we want to talk about for the whole Xi'an Auto Show. And there's so many Chinese brands, I'll be honest with you. All the German and Korean and Japanese automakers are not really popular anymore when you see people waiting in the line, waiting to get inside the vehicle. That's the cool thing about competitive market in the China. I hope you enjoy the content. If you like any sort of vehicles or anything like that, please leave more comments. I really want to see your feedbacks on this certain video. As always, subscribe and like. I'll see you next one.